Welcome back to another episode of Dying with Commentary. It's going to be a little weird audio. We not prepared for how this was, but still going to try to make it work. Again, I'm your host, Ethan Godinez, and today I have new people.
Mauricio Gomez.
And Mario Reyes.
Yeah, so just good friends of mine from work. If anybody listened to the first episode, Mauricio was another big component of why I wanted to start this podcast. And Mario was just a fun dude. I had to get him. Oh, I just fucked up. Alright, I messed with the setting and I fucked up. Alright, so right back to it. Yeah, so I'm your host again, and then I have Mauricio again, person who really pushed me to start doing the podcast and everything, with him doing his own stuff and being this wizard of knowledge so far and telling me how Optimus Prime should be in the next Mortal Kombat.
He should.
Yeah, to shrink him down. And Mario just being the funnest person in the group too. Or at my job, we're in different groups, and he's really made the gloomy day bright.
Oh!
Jesus, dude, it spiked up. The volume spiked up.
Can you imagine Scott?
That's fucking you, dude.
Can you imagine Scott listening to it? Like, okay. Oh!
Like on his Mario Mauricio.
Oh! God damn!
I'm gonna really click because we're loud as shit. But fuck it. Editing is gonna help out a lot. But yeah, just another episode. I missed last week because of Easter with my familia.
Oh, yeah.
And
when the Lord and Savior himself, Master Chief, rose from the grave, bro.
Yeah, so I actually kind of wanted to experiment it too, to see how it. Because when I was doing the podcast for the past 2 weeks, I would record it on a Sunday, and then try to edit after work every day, and I'll be going to sleep around like 12 or 1, and then waking up at 5, just to come back to work and everything. And I was like, it's a lot, but I never felt tired, so I tried not doing it this week, and I'm more tired not doing the podcast. So it's like, it's shit. So I feel like I need to kind of do it so it's another thing pushing forward, in a sense. To have something like that, like, you have to do it, and it makes it daily life a lot easier.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's how I am with drawing. Of course,
Oh yeah, all your badass lanyards and drawings. Yeah, I'm gonna plug in your Instagram if that's fine, because you have a lot of badass drawings, especially the shoes that you do.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. And then now I'm beginning into building Gundam kits, model kits, putting LED lights and all that. I'm not sure if you saw it on the Instagram, but I have a couple right here.
I think I did. There's a store, Japan House on Derry Ashford. They have a lot of, like, an entire aisle wall of Gundam models that you can build from. And they have the huge, like, golden unicorn one. They're like $350.
Dude, they're fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's really fun.
You're quiet, Mario. You want to say something? Besides another well screen. Mauricio.
I don't have any hobbies. I'm a pretty boring guy.
But you're fun.
Shut your bitch ass up. You're fun.
You're like the life of the party every time I work.
Well, I mean, it's always so quiet. So
is that where you scream randomly?
No, yeah, because nobody else is going to talk. You don't see Joseph screaming all the time with his stretching. And then Francisco, just screaming at everybody to go to work. It's so dying over there, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know. Wake up, make everybody laugh. Maybe everything will be a good day. Especially when Francisco gets into it and he starts talking about some inappropriate things.
Oh my.
Has he talked about inappropriate things? I've never had a conversation with him like that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, you got me there, yeah.
He talked about sex. I thought that was the funniest thing in the world.
So what, my man's trying to get laid or what?
Yes.
Oh
my god, dude. Like, so much shit's happening. Is that dog food up there behind you? No, that's Reese's Puffs.
Reese's Puffs.
I'm like, you got dog food, but he doesn't have a dog.
You're probably hungry.
He is a dog.
You're hungry.
Well, dog food's not that bad.
Oh.
When I worked at the pet store, they had dog treats. They had, like, it said, they were so good, a human can eat them. And someone's like, killed you? I go, I don't give a shit. So I tried it. It tasted like a diabetic cookie.
A diabetic cookie?
Yeah, it tastes that bad. And so, like, they found me at work just eating them because they taste like boring-ass cookies. And they got after me. It was like, I better start buying them and stop eating them because they're losing money with all the dog treat. Because They were all made out of like human stuff, like
Ooh.
like pudding and fat free, like human ingredients,
Okay.
stuff like that. And it's for dogs and everything. It tasted just fine. And that's actually like actual treats. Tasted like erasers. Those big pink erasers. I don't know if you ever like.
Erasers?
Yeah,
I never eaten one, but I've
you
tasted
ever
one.
like bit it, not eaten it, but you bite it and it tastes. That's what the dog treats taste like.
Like you're doing like the jelly bean challenge.
Oh, that Bean Boozled game. I hate that game so much.
There's just that one.
Canned dog food is what fucking destroys me every single time.
No, this was it Stinky Sock? Was one of them?
Skunk.
Skunk.
Yeah, skunk.
Oh,
was
dude, man.
No, I can do the skunk, but I'll drink the canned dog food. I'll drink a water bottle. I'll brush my teeth and everything. That flavor stays in that water bottle.
You drink it.
I hate it. I gotta charge it up, but it's whatever
So
water.
you got a waterfall.
Yeah, you pretty much got a waterfall. But yeah. So I'm gonna ask a couple questions just to get to know you guys more, just to push you out a little more. So I think I already asked you like what kind of things will make you happy, just day by day kind of thing. Now for like a fun one, do y'all have any guilty pleasure songs that you think that's not like
Ooh,
the Barbie Girl song or whatever? Because mine's the "Can't Get You Out of My Head" by Kylie Minogue. I'm butchering the name. But it's that I can't get you out of my head. That's the one. Like,
I know what mine is. Mine is
What?
Nickelback. Look at this photograph.
You know, before Edward cut his hair, that's
Yeah.
who it was. It was
what?
Nickelback.
Yeah, he did look like Nickelback.
Give him a guitar. Instant rock star.
It was like a fusion between the Nickelback guy and then the Winter Soldier. Just
Oh yeah. Hey, what's that badass hat stuff? Where'd he get them?
I gave him the Sonic one. I got it from Amazon. So
Oh, that's a badass.
Amazon probably. Yes.
That's a badass. I love the Sonic one. That actually looks really, really cool. But no, you have any guilty pleasure songs?
I guess. I mean, I like Nickelback too. I don't know if that's bad to listen.
I mean, people diss on it, but
Yeah, but Nickelback's not that. Like I like Rockstar by them.
I like Nickelback songs, I guess.
Huh?
Country songs, I guess.
Mariah Country's not that bad. I like country too.
I like country songs.
Metro Station. It's like a band I haven't heard in forever.
Oh,
You ever heard of
shit.
Metro Station?
Yeah, I've heard Metro Station. I haven't heard in a good while though.
The one song I know I don't really like it because the school at middle school dude kept playing a lot was "Shake It," like shake.
Fuck, yeah.
Like, come on, guys, let's have a good and educational day at school. Starts playing the song. Everyone's like, what?
Like, what the fuck?
His mind.
No, there was a teacher in my middle school. She would try to be hip with the kids trying to get to do stuff. So she's like, all right, come on, guys, get in line, get your breakfast. And so she was supposed to sing like, row, row, row your boat. All true. She was saying, row, row, and then she goes, and lean back, and lean back. Like,
oh no.
she'll immediately change. She'll change
no.
any song and go, and lean back,
Just stop.
and lean back. And she's like a 40-year-old white lady doing it. Yeah, dude. And I swear to God, she could like bust a move and bust her hip or something. I was terrified that she was gonna break a bone trying to appeal to the young kids.
It did not go out as planned.
No, and then
He would join her. Oh yeah.
I was about to, yeah. No,
Oh god.
that was also what we duct tape our principal, our 8th year principal, to the wall. Now we weren't little shit kids. Like we're like it was for
Like
like
he wanted it or something.
yeah, she wanted like for like some donation thing, like $5 for a big strip of duct tape, and you just duct tape her to the wall, and she stayed up there for like a good hour or so.
An
Just to see.
hour.
I hope she was
Yeah.
wearing something long sleeve.
Yeah.
Hairy arms and everything.
Yeah, she's gonna be looking at Chewbacca.
That's the first Australian person I met too.
Really?
Yeah. I'm oblivious and really dumb. I didn't know I didn't know Mexicans existed until 6th grade.
Oh god.
I thought I was half black, half white because how my parents are. My dad's like sort of like you, Mario. My mom's kind of like white complected.
Oh.
So I thought, oh, you're all black and white, and I'll see like an Asian person come out. I'm like, that's a weird white person. I had no idea until I came here. I lived in San Antonio, so when I came over here, Houston, I'm like, there's a lot of different colored people. What the hell? And they talk about Spanish. I go, what is that? And then
There's aliens more.
what the fuck is going on? And,
The
like,
world.
and I found out,
kidding.
I don't know. I found out Mexicans, Asian people. I was like, wow. It tripped me out how many like different colored or cultured people there are.
My brother's the same way. He didn't know we were brothers till a certain age.
Yeah, it's not you were best friends.
Yeah, I'm just living with him. Yeah, no.
He's got this guy.
Weird.
So
He just follows me.
this man
He
looking
lives
guy.
with me.
Kind of looks like me.
Kind of looks like me, but you know.
He calls my mom his mom, and I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Is he skinny and tall? So y'all can pretty much be the interpretation of Mario and Luigi.
Also, I do. I have the Luigi costume though, and he has the Mario costume.
Why do you
Vice
have
versa.
the-
He's taller than me, you know. It's vice versa, but I don't know. We bought costume. Like, he bought Mario just because mine is Mario. And I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna be Luigi, bro. Why not?
Your name is literally Mario.
I feel like that'd be too much.
Oh my god. Van at work, he's talking about how she says your name reminds her of Mario. So yeah, it reminds her of actually getting Mario. Because when she was growing up living in Vietnam, her uncle that lived here in the U.S. went back to visit them, brought the NES,
Ooh.
and that was the first game to play was Mario. So that was her just playing Mario. She's like, "This is why I want to come to America." I'm like, "You want to come to America for a game?" It's like, "Yeah." And so,
That's it?
yeah, just for the game. It's one game.
Maybe they have it strict over there. They can't play games.
Well, she said that because of poor country. Like this, you barely get milk or whatever over there.
Yeah, a lot of Vietnamese have confirmed that, bro.
What's surprising to me, a lot of the Vietnamese are super, super right winged.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
how old they
Too.
are, they're super like, yeah, I'm not for Trump, everywhere.
I feel, now that you mention this, I have to say this, but in my life, I have never been more insulted, and not intentionally, it's like purposely insulted, but so like, because, you know, I've helped the testers and whatnot,
Yeah.
and they were all right wing, and they love Trump just to the T, and I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, you know, you do you. I think one day I just had my hair set back, and I was like, oh, look at you. You look like young Donald Trump. Oh, so good. And I'm like, oh.
No, that's not what I'm going for.
He wanted to be Barack Obama.
No,
Please.
there was the whole with the Biden versus Trump thing. One of them was all like, hey, if Trump wins, I get you free food. I'm like, well, hey.
Hey.
I don't know
I ain't
about
gonna turn that down, but shit.
Of course, it didn't win and never got the free food. She just looked at me like,
I'm
what?
so sorry.
No free food for you. Fuck you. Oh, there was I'm not gonna name names, but one of the technicians in Group 1, diehard Trumper. Like she, and this is the time where we're gonna get the second stimulus check, the $600. So she bet her $600 with another lady. She goes like, I bet you Trump is gonna win. He's gonna be our president again. He's gonna be my president again. His hand's gonna be on that Bible.
Oh.
Like, you know it. I know it's so too, because you don't know what you're talking about. No Biden people know what they're talking about. I bet you my stimulus check, and the other lady was like, okay, fine, whatever. She wasn't giving, like, if she won or lost, she was like, all right, here's $6 or whatever, because I'm on up to it. Even because everyone knew Biden was gonna, it was leaning towards Biden was gonna win. This is all the whole controversy and everything, and then to where the riot came out, and I was like, no, they still counted up. Biden still won, and she was like, no, up until the inauguration day, she kept saying that Trump was gonna win. That you better have my money, you better have my $600, and the entire time she's like, I'm only gonna take $600 just to teach her a lesson. Until the day of the inauguration, she goes, nah, fuck that, I'm taking all of it. The next day came in, and she's like, all right, where's my money? She was like,
Bro, apparently some rumor was like somebody had bet $1,500 and Trump would win. I'm not sure that's the same lady, but hey, somebody out here walking with 3 G's, bro.
Shit, you'd be surprised how many rich people are, because the amount of
Overtime.
double pay, yeah, the overtime double pay, hell
At
yeah.
the same time, I've been noticing most of them are like somewhat like gamblers. They like to gamble money.
Dude,
They
don't
do.
mention, especially during football season, all the engineers get on it. They get everyone they can. Every game is like $20, but it's not that bad. They just say, "All right, who are you going to win?" All right, cool, and then you throw an extra $5 just to see if it gets the score, and then they
Everybody puts a coin in. And
yeah.
Because I think one time there was this thing where I saw where like I don't know, and over there at Group 5 they were doing this thing where like they took a list of like people's names, and I guess you do this thing where you put in $20 or whatever, or something money, right? And then they draw someone's random name and you get that money, but you got to keep like.
Oh, that's actually there's a term for that. It's a Mexican thing too.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot the name of it, but my girlfriend and her family did it, where they constantly put money in, and so everyone, say like 20 people put like $100 in. So you, out of those 20 people, they each get a different number. So say like you're 1, you're 2, and I'm 3. So whenever they get called the number, all right, cool. This week, number 2 gets the money. So all of that $100 we put in, Mario gets it. Then he keeps paying the money again. The $100 every week or so, whatever. And then, all right, cool. Next week, number 1 gets it. It's like they put money into our cool, so because it's like you put money in, you get money out. But it just you have to wait your turn to get your money. And she did it. She got like what, 1,500, I want to say.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it's just
real life Las Vegas.
pretty much, yeah. Like
Real
you just put
life.
money weekly, and like when it's your week, your turn, you get that money back. And it's like it helped out a lot. She was going to college or Coolidge, and then Coolidge helped out a lot of shit. So, yeah. So it's I don't know what the term is though, but it's a thing. And I was blown away by whatever it was. It's kind of like white elephant. Blanco elephant. So you have any things you want to talk about?
Shoot. What can we talk about? Should we start with the story?
Oh, yeah, dude.
I'm scared of water.
You're scared of water?
I'm scared of the ocean, bro.
But
that's like a real true thing. I am very scared of the ocean.
I see that to an extent to where, like, if
Imagine, middle of the ocean, you can't see land nowhere. No, like, birds to tell you anything.
okay,
Just there.
above,
Oh,
floating, I'm okay. But when you're in the water and, like,
you're in the water.
your view distance, it just dissipates as you go on. And, like, anything can come at you at any point, and so that you're nothing there. And then a dot comes out, and it's a fucking shark hurtling at you. That terrifies me. Like, you can only see so far, and then they fucking see you, like, 50 miles away.
just
Yeah. But has that fear always happened, or is it because of the story?
It's because of the story.
The story.
Tell us.
Oh man, so
Alright, so do you want to tell it, like, how did you put it?
The Disney version,
The Disney version,
the R-rated version,
or the true version?
I could put the true version.
The true version. All
The
right.
Disney version.
All right. You do the true version, and then you tell the
Disney
rated,
version.
Yeah, the Disney version.
So the true version. So ever since I was 16, I wanted to. I just started saving money because I was like, whatever, right? Let's just save money. That's what everybody does. Up to when I was a senior and I graduated, I always had this idea of like, I want to do something that nobody's ever done before. I want to, like, say, do something that nobody's ever done. Like, oh, I've done this. You never did it. I didn't want to go like skydiving because other people do it.
Yeah.
So when I was thinking about this, my mom was like, "Hey, you want to go to SeaWorld?" And I was like, "Okay, cool. Why not?" So we go to SeaWorld. I'm watching the show. Everything's going good. They announced that they are allowing people to train to swim with the orcas.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "That's it. I want to do that. That's cool. That sounds cool." So I signed up for it, put the money in, and then it's 2 months training courses. So I was just like, "Fine, cool. Why not?" Once I completed it, I went over there for, the start date. Let's swim with the orcas. There was, there was 4 white people, 2 Hispanics, and 3 blacks, I want to say, right? So they were teaching us like hand signals, hand signs. Tap the water twice, the orca will pop up its head, it will look at you, know that you're going to go. You tap and you sway the water, letting it know you're going to dive in. So 3 people ahead of me, they all do it fine. They swim with the orca, grab the fin, just swim around.
Yeah.
Everything goes well. It's my turn. I am nervous. Oh my god. Stomach. I felt like I wanted to take a dump. I was so scared. I was like, oh my god, dude.
I'm doing it. Shitting yourself.
Just under a trail of shit. Oh my god. So I do the water motion. The trainer's right there, professional, just watching me. The dolphin comes up, it sees me. I touch his head. I'm like, okay. Slimy little, it's really slimy.
Yeah.
So then I do that hand signal, the tap and sway. I jump in there, right? They give you goggles so you can see underwater, but I didn't know where the orca was. I kind of got scared, but I was like, okay, whatever, let's just be fine. I look down at my feet, it grabs my feet, pulls me down on the water. I was so scared, Ethan.
Like it like grab scratches or like scars from it or anything? Oh, you do?
One right here.
What?
Oh,
It's true. All of it.
all of it. I think it's right there.
Harrison Ford.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
So
our
yeah,
entire just
just grabs the shit.
It just grabbed me. I think it was being playful, but I wasn't ready for that. I was like, no, oh my god. So I just swam back up. Instantly got out.
But it let you go though, right?
It let me go. Even if it was playing, I was like, that was not what we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
No. Like,
but how far did it drag you down?
I don't want to say towards the bottom. I could still like I was panicking. I was just trying to swim.
Yeah.
Up. I felt it let go. Swam up. Went out for air. The trainers were grabbing me. Obviously, when they were freaking out, I was like, okay, something went wrong.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't meant to be. So I get out. They're telling people you can't do it anymore. We gotta like take care of the well.
Yeah. And like, what you just. And then after that, it's just, everyone's like, "Oh, okay, cool."
This was before Blackfish too, the documentary.
Yeah.
So basically, they were like to keep me quiet so I don't sue them. Just give you a full-fledged refund. Here's $2,500, and here's a season pass to the next Shamu showing. I'm not gonna lie, I did win back. I brought my family.
You went back?
I went back to the monster that almost killed me.
You went to face it, bro.
Look at the thing that murdered your son.
I was like, dude.
Wow.
He went back to face his fears.
The splash zone. I was just like, oh, just do it.
I would imagine you going back to like get back at it and punch it or something, but to go back and watch it perform.
Bro, I was like, I don't know, man. I was
Dude.
I was so scared. I'm never jumping in the water with any creature, bro.
Oh, but like a swimming pool is fine, or is it the same thing with that? Like no.
What do you mean?
Like a normal swimming pool.
I mean, yeah, normal swimming pool with no creatures in it, fine. But if I'm no.
So you can't swim with me? Because I'm about to flash you in the pool, bro.
Bro, you ever heard it work up close?
No.
Oh, what do they sound like?
Loud. It was in the water, and I actually did hear one before. The orca would actually like it's loud in the water.
Yeah.
You would think it's quiet, but no, it's really loud. Like your ears don't pop, but it's like
it gets.
It's like imagine you have headphones and you're listening to loud rock metal music.
Damn.
It gets that loud. I'm like, oh god.
That's terrifying.
I know it is terrifying. You're like, oh dude, you're in the water with that thing that could just eat you in 1 minute.
They're called killer whales for a reason.
To kill it. Well, I know.
Kills. It eats penguins.
I think it's a race as well too.
Why? Because a lot of white people. It didn't do this for white people.
No, all three of them were fine. All three of them were fine. And here comes
the brown one.
The brown bean coming in. Instantly pulls me down. Get that tortilla out of here.
That motherfucker's burnt. I don't want it in here.
Get this charcoal. Get out of here.
You find out that well used to be like become a Trump supporter.
Oh my god.
Build the wall.
That's why
it doesn't build the wall. It swims in the border, so it keeps the Mexicans out.
That's why he lost that Shamu was that we were trying to protect him. Like, yeah, and his backstory of how he almost murdered you came and hurt the administration, and that's how Biden won.
Oh,
your story helps, man.
Yeah, you're not alone here, boy.
Oh god.
Oh, you're not alone.
Yeah, but if it came to it, would you have done the Blackfish documentary? Like, yeah, this motherfucker almost murdered me. Like, would you get on there if they asked you, or because you took the money and everything?
Well, I mean, because they gave me it to stay quiet. I was just like, okay, whatever.
But did you sign up like a NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, or just like under the table? Oh, you let me just sign too. Wow. So are you breaking the rules talking about it right now?
I mean, it's been 5 years already, and I'm pretty sure they won't.
I mean, yeah, all the lawsuits and documentaries.
Like, oh yeah, they got a bunch of lawsuits, dude. Like,
yeah. Because I remember living.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna close it down soon.
Yeah.
They can't be treating those animals like that. It's eventually gonna be called animal cruelty. The way their fins are.
Yeah, I think it's still.
I think it is animal cruelty technically. Like it's because aren't they like mentally like fucked there?
There's a bunch of them where they try to run into the wall because they kill themselves.
Yeah, that's the real thing. They run into the walls, they kill themselves headbutting it, and their fins, they're supposed to go deep underwater with water pressure. That's what helps that fin stay up.
Yeah.
And while it's curved, you can tell it's
just dying and just sad, yeah.
Eventually it's going to be closed. I guarantee it will be.
I remember living in San Antonio and hearing like one after another, like another lawsuit to SeaWorld, like what the hell? And then my cousin got a job and then quit immediately because it's like now we're closing down.
I mean, I think it's for the best though, dude. Like, I mean, those whales are getting tortured. And when I started actually understanding that, that's when I was like, no support to SeaWorld. I'm done with that.
I've never been. I feel like I would have liked it at least once. But
if you're young and you went, you would have been like, oh, this is cool. But then when you understand what's really going on with these whales,
yeah,
you're like, oh no, I can't back it up.
All right. Well, with that in mind, do you want to tell the Disney version of it?
Yeah, let's tell the Disney version of it. So, a long time ago, in what's it called? In a place far, far away, there lived a young boy named Mario, whose dream was
wait,
to.
Should we do like the audio commentary as he's telling the story to make the story more lively?
La, la. Here I go. The narrator. Once upon a time.
It is me, your boy, the narrator, here to tell you the story of a young boy who wanted to become famous by doing something no one has done. Go to SeaWorld and be murdered by killer whales.
Just like every other person that did it before.
I think this was before when they dragged him down under the water, the first trainer that got killed.
I've never seen that clip on YouTube once.
It was.
They took it off.
They took it off because they're like, no.
Like, no, we can't have murder.
Bro, I was thinking like, oh my god, imagine like if that would have been me, my leg would be gone, I'd have died.
It would have never had Mario at Seaside, bro. It'd be a depressed place.
Hey, if I was there, I would have tried in after. I would have tried something.
I tell everybody else the story, they all laugh. I have shitty friends at Seaside.
Well, I think because you told me once before, and it's just like, but not in that detail right now. But it's just.
It was a quick story. Basically.
It was a quick story, but it sounded so random. Like no one would have like, oh, okay, like fucking the whale was
like
killed.
one of those like, hey, you know, I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, just traumatized by whales.
Like
hey.
you were setting up, you're like, hey, a whale almost killed me. Hey, like, oh.
I know when he told me that, I was trying to feel like, so where's the funny part?
Yeah. Where's the fun?
I still consider orca my spirit animal.
Really, you do?
I still do.
What?
If I ever to reincarnate, I would love to be an orca in the ocean. Just swimming around.
I think I would want to be like a whale.
Right? Something in the sea. Something in the sea.
You find out he gets reincarnated as an orca, and then the orca gets reincarnated as the boy, and it's like, ooh, it's time for revenge.
Come here, bitch.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do the Disney version. We're off tangent.
Right. So, little boy, he wanted to do something different. And he lived in a poor family where they couldn't afford much. But the mother saved every penny she could to make his dreams come true. The mother came to him one day and said, son, I'm going to take you to SeaWorld. How about that? And the little boy grew a tear of joy.
Mama.
They go to SeaWorld and enjoy the show and hear that there is offering a chance in a lifetime to train to swim with an orca. The boy was happy. The boy got his opportunity. And at that brief moment, he made eye contact with the same orca, the fateful orca that would ruin his day. They made eye contact. Intimacy was given on that moment. And he knew something was sus.
My hand on the glass. Touch it.
You're gonna have that.
After a couple of, was it 2 months?
2 months later.
After 2 months of training, he finally gets ready. He waits in line, heart beating in his chest. He's about to meet his soulmate, the orca.
Come here, my love.
As it comes to his turn, the little boy decides to wave his hand into the water, splashing it twice, getting its attention. The orca swims up slowly, makes eye contact. The boy is scared and nervous. But he shows no fear, for he decides to tap and sway to let the orca know, I am your best friend. He swims in there, lost and confused. He does not see the orca, only when he looks down, and it bites his leg, dragging him down into the abyss.
I was screaming really fucking loud in the watch. I try to keep calm, because I figured, like, in the moment you don't know what to do, right?
Yeah.
In the moment you don't know what to do.
The whole fight or flight kind of thing kicks in.
Yeah. The last thing I wanted to do was piss it off. So I'm just getting dragged, just looking at the people are looking at me, I'm just like, oh, tell my mother I'll be fine.
I like the fact that no one actually jumped in there to save him.
Well, it's a fucking whale, and nobody's gonna get in there to save me.
I would.
It's a boy.
He's just a little boy. Go get him.
Right? But not saying, but yeah. So, the little boy struggles hard to release himself, and when he does, he gets out, quickly, gasping for air. He was traumatized, scared, confused, didn't understand why. Why would this orca, this gentle creature that lives out in the beautiful ocean, try to attack him? Of course, they tried to hide the evidence, but they told him, you have free tickets to go see it again. As he's seeing it there, he faces the orca again. They lock eyes. But for a brief moment he realized the orca was never the enemy, simply a victim, a means to an end, to a place called SeaWorld.
Dun, dun, dun.
And that's when Mario, The Life of Mario Part 2 is where you start killing off all the executives at SeaWorld, right?
No, bro, that's where he starts riding on an orca made of lightning. Just
We attack a dome.
Hiya!
There's that one scene in Ace Ventura where he, the first one, where he tried to get some dirt on the guy. It's like, oh, you kidnapped the dolphin. And so he goes into his restroom and hides out, things away, and he sees a tank. So he's like, here, like little, well, I forgot, like Snowflake was the name, and ends up being a fucking shark. And he, like, the shark comes out, he's like, ah, and he falls in, and the shark grabs him, and he's just yanking him on, right? That scene, I know it's a funny scene, but that always terrifies me. And I like sharks, and I want to be in a cage with the sharks and everything. Yeah. I want to do that, but if it's just a general cage, I'll be fucking terrified.
I want to do it too, because I don't want to be scared, bro. Like, I want to, like, because I'm an animal person, right?
Yeah.
That's why I did it in the first place. I was like, well, let's do it.
I could definitely tell you're an animal person by the way you go at work.
My fellow dogs. I don't know.
But no, like this, it's experiences that you want to do too. Like certain stuff that not a lot of people would do. Because I know Shauna at work, she's going back to Hawaii next week. Next weekend, she's been gone for an entire week. So she's trying to plan a bunch of stuff with her and her daughter. And it's like it's either parasailing for like 30 minutes, or going on a jet ski for 30 minutes, or going zip lining 600 yards. Like, I don't know how many. It's like with 200 yards up high, and you just zip lining down for that long, and then, or swimming with a shark, and she didn't know what to do. And her daughter was like, "I want to do this, I want to do that," and she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why you want to swim with a shark? What the hell the shark does and everything?" And then just planning all this, just trying to figure out like what to do, what to plan and everything.
Actually, from what I've heard and like read, it's like the fact that sharks don't really attack people. It's just the fact that, like, you know, if you move around, like, freak out, they see you as like seals and whatnot. They're like, huh, this one might have a lot of fat on them.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes whenever like you hear people get attacked by sharks, and you see how maybe they might have lost them, but maybe not. Maybe it just might be disfigured. It's because they bit into it and they realize, I don't taste any fat. I don't feel any fat. It's just skin and bone. Yeah. Yeah, fuck you.
That's what they attack surfers a lot, because the surfboards, it kind of resembles the shape of like a big fish. And that's what they get some and everything. But I think it was a TV show. Yeah, it was the on Animal Planet, the Once I Was Bitten show. Right. And they talk about like all different animals that attack random people that are bites. And so like, I got bit by a black widow, and here's my story. Or I got bit by a bear, here's my story. But there's one guy who got bit by a shark, and they talked about too, like, sharks usually go hunting near beaches and whatnot during dusk or dawn. So if you're trying to go out there, like, you're gonna have a lot of shark activity around those times, and they they're attracted to bright colors, so like neon orange or
the
green.
Captain American swimming sharks,
right? Well, they attract that a lot. Of course, like surfboards and all that stuff, and of course, the dab of blood attracts the shit out of them for everything. And somehow this guy went out there to go fishing, and he saw a boogie board, so he grabbed it, and he's like, "Oh, of course, just playing with it, just playing with the fish, trying to get him up here." And then the shark came up and like took his arm as it came out of the water. So he's like, "Fuck!" And it's like now he knows, and I think now he's a bit advocate for like shark. I guess shark safety. Like, there's no reason to
awareness.
Shark awareness. That's a word. Yeah. For shark awareness, like, there's no reason to blindly attack sharks, because they're not trying to kill everyone except for Jaws. But it's just just trying to end everything. And there's another episode that terrifies the shit out of me, this dude was in India, just like taking the scenery and everything, taking pictures, and this one time you heard the stomping like charge at him, and it's like in the fucking, he said too, like in the TV shows, it was like in the game to him. Oh, it was an elephant that just picked him up by the trunk.
Oof.
Yeah, and he's like, oh wow, look, an elephant, and then he saw him pick him up there, and they like made a huge noise, and then put him inside his mouth. And so he's freaking the fuck out because an elephant came up. He's like, oh, just an elephant. And it was, oh shit, it's an elephant. He puts him in his mouth, like from the body first in his mouth. So he's facing the inside of his mouth. Like, he's seeing all of this, and it crunches him back. So he folds 90 degrees, like a laptop, but backwards. And so like
he did.
Yeah, he's still alive though.
He's paralyzed from the waist down.
I think he was. I can't remember.
Something broke. There's no way.
Well, yeah, because you hear the crunching, and he goes like, "What freaked me out was like all this happening, and what made me kind of lose that adrenaline rush was feeling my feet kick the back of my head." Oh. And he's like, "Oh," and that's when he realized what he was, and the elephant just like got him and just threw him to the ground. Like he said, that luckily it was in the middle of the dirt road, and it wasn't that long until we saw him, and they called the police, and they took him away. He survived, but it just.
Did they kill the elephant?
I don't know. I
imagine they would, since they did that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Just kill the elephant out of revenge or what?
I mean, isn't that the human trait? You know, like if something bad happens, the instinct is just go revenge. Don't go like. What's
it's dangerous. We need to kill it before it does it again to another.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like that's a good point. Yeah, I see that, but also like maybe like relocate it so it doesn't fuck other people up.
Right. I mean, I feel like just people reserve more to violence and less to like reasoning with other people. You know,
that's true. Well, I know like a lot of villages, whenever like a little boy or a little girl gets eaten by an alligator, they go chase right after and they get the bite and everything. And it's always astounding how like it's a full body intact. Maybe like a hand is missing or whatever, but those alligators just fucking. Scott had told me how they actually eat. They take a bite, like, oh, that tastes good, and they just drown whatever it is, and they put it in the mud, and later on they just eat all of it at once.
Yeah, they wanted to drown so they don't have to struggle with it.
Yeah, I was like, God, I never knew about that. That's weird as shit.
Or the death roll, just.
Yeah, the death roll crab. Oh, dear Christ. So, is there an animal you think you can fight and win, like to the death?
Caimans.
What's that?
Mini alligators.
That's to that extent that you think you could like easily fight and win.
I mean, it's as tall as like a normal human being, so and that's as much as they'll grow. Like I mean, or like the height wise, you know, from tail to the snot.
Oh, kind of lengthwise. Okay.
You don't Happy Gilmore it.
But like a full grown like alligator and crocodile, man. Unless I get on top of it and it doesn't like roll over me, because those things are heavy too, and they can run apparently.
Alligators can jump up too, right? Or is
they can lunge.
Yeah, lunge. Yeah. Have you ever seen the pictures of the prehistoric alligators? What they look like before? Like was it like a
prehistoric like giant and like all like
they look like velociraptors.
Wow.
And like it's terrifying how they were, and it's like, oh no, like they evolved to this, and it's like there's no way that they could evolve. They
devolved.
They devolved because of how deadly how they were.
I think from what I heard, like
yeah, that's like velociraptors. Oh yeah, and they kept that jump. That's why they can lunge so far up, because they're like that. And it's just like, hell no.
That shit was running around today.
Fuck that. And then hearing one growl.
Yeah, hearing one growl
is
scary.
Yeah. Growl or bellowing? I think it's called bellowing.
Bellowing, yeah. Bellowing. Well, hell no. Like, the one thing, I have a lot of irrational fears. I think I told you too, one of them was a jaguar. Because they're super, super fucking fast, and their bite is like really powerful. But also because when they growl or they do that, it's so like deep and everything, and for some reason I hear it and it like shakes my insides, and I paralyze. I can't deal with that. Like if I'm ever like face to face with a cheetah or a jaguar, I'll just accept it.
I guess that must suck whenever they release the jaguar in the season at work.
A new fucking system at work, jaguar. I better not. When you click on it, it better not have a startup sound. I would die.
Every time you make an error, it goes. Could you imagine Nova? Every time she makes an error.
I would move her across the goddamn warehouse. Screw that.
I think everyone would be annoyed, but like, hey, put your computer on mute. Stop.
We would know who messed up.
Fucking Nova, and it's just
So she'll make an argument like, well, if I gotta have this, why can't everyone else be doing like that? I gotta have that too. Like something
too. Like I didn't mean to mess up. Woodstock fucked me up. Like that was 50 years ago. Yeah, but I'm like 90. She had all these stories. Oh my god, like
the dog and the cat.
Yeah, or was like her dog trying to fuck her cat.
Yeah, she's telling the whole entire world.
Yeah, like my dog tried to fuck my cat. I don't know what's going on with them. Like you're a doggy boy, and that's a cat boy. Like we can't be doing that. What are you, a gay doggy boy?
She told me, and Francisco's sitting next to me. He's like listening.
Yeah.
As soon as she was done telling me, she goes to Francisco. So you want to hear what happened?
Yeah, like my
dog. Like, I heard it. No, wait, let me tell you though.
Let me tell you in full detail.
And then he told me after Nova told him again. He was there went off work an hour so later. She went to go tell him again for like the third time. And he was like, you already told me. He goes, did I? He goes, yeah, you did. And he was like, oh, okay, I guess. And he goes, now that's the secret. If Nova comes up to you and say, oh, no, you already told me. He goes, oh, okay. And you go, yeah, just Woodstock, whatever. They got to you. And she's like, yeah, I did. And he goes, okay. Go your separate ways and you can work without her telling you like a 30-minute story.
Those are the key words. Those are the...
You already told me.
You already told me this.
You already told me. Remember Woodstock? Just, yeah.
Woodstock?
Let's say like another dumbass irrational fear is escalators.
Oh yeah.
Because of like one Final Destination fucked me up on that. But like if it breaks through, what's your other option? You gotta hang out to the side, or you gotta drop down from that high elevation of it. So like I'll use escalators, but I'm gripping the shit out of it when I'm using it and almost shaking sometimes.
Jump!
Yeah, when you get to the end, I'll jump. I don't give a shit. But I'm there with my girlfriend, and she comes in, she stomps on it too to just scare me like, and like she would like do that and stomp on it. I'm like, fuck, stop!
She's playing around with Final Destination.
I know, like I don't give a shit. Like,
one of the breakers break.
Like, it sounds horrible, but whenever I see like a huge, big person go in front of me, I wait. I ain't getting back on there. You're probably gonna break. It's like 1 or 2 inches of metal from you and the thousands of gears in the escalator.
So it's the electric ones then?
Yeah, the electric ones.
I thought you meant like escalator, like these ones right here. Like, oh, well, you didn't seem too scared.
No,
no,
not stairs.
Not stairs.
The electrical escalators, but it's like a thin piece of metal. If anybody just like goes like and like does a jump on it and it breaks through, it's gonna domino affect everything. I'm gonna jump off. I'd rather break my ankle than
you ain't
die
gonna
with
get
it.
me.
Like fuck.
I'm a survivor.
Hell no, I can't. I can't with the escalators, and my girlfriend knows I can't. She goes, and then like stomps on it just to scare me. And we'll hold hands. I'll throw her hand. I'll walk off like shade, and like fuck that. And she goes, why you let go? Because fucking with me. I don't fuck with escalators.
Why you do that?
¿Por qué? Like, oh, fuck you. But do y'all have any irrational fears?
Let's see. Does it have to be like non-fictional or fictional?
No, it doesn't matter.
I think for me, that one scene in Nightmare on Elm Street, the one where like he takes out the dude's veins and uses it as
like jump rope.
Yeah,
the jump rope.
Or no, like a puppet. Pretty much.
Okay.
That that's because I saw a surgery video, dude, where like somebody was pulling somebody's veins and you could see like the fingers.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it hurts. And it's about not being hurt.
No. Fuck that.
I guess another one would be too is being buried alive.
Yeah. Oh, what? They in a coffin or just straight
in
a
coffin?
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's so many like horror stories of people like they buried them. They go, oh no, you're just in a deep sleep, or they were in a coma and then they wake up. And they go like, we heard noises, and they dig them out and they see them trying to claw out. And I was like, ooh. I can. That's a bad way to go, I would say.
Yes.
Do you know about you, Mauro?
Besides killer whales.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know, like, imagine if I'm like with my wife one day, she gets attacked by something
you can't defend against.
I can't defend against. Yeah, I guess, you know. Imagine like, I don't know, like a big ass fucking bird comes out of nowhere and just like claws her fucking face. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Slap the shit like.
You could have said like a bear or like a mugger. No, a big bird. A big bird from Sesame Street.
Big bird. Come here, bitch.
Big bird comes at you. You can't defend fighting against.
Nah, that bitch is like 6 feet tall.
Oh, dude. You know what else? Ghosts. Actual paranormal stuff, bro.
Okay, yeah, that. Yeah.
If I can't see it or fight it, bro, that's it. It's over. It's done.
I mean, I feel like I have to I have to see something happen. If the lights flicker, I'm like, man, they just need the lights.
No, but I'm saying, like, if you see, like, let's say you just see this thing just get, like, tossed.
Okay, if I physically see that, then yes, I'm running out this picture.
Exactly. Like, no, lights flickering, I mean, shit, your thing flickers at work, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
No, my mom living... Oh, we were living here. It was in 3rd grade, I want to say. I should probably look closer. I was in 3rd grade. My mom was on the phone in the kitchen, like exactly like this. From that wall, she's facing outward, and there was a hallway this way, so it was like a T, like that. Mm-hmm. So she's facing the intersection of that T. And she's talking on the phone, like midnight with her sister, who was living in San Antonio. And she's blah, 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 and she sees light. She goes, all right, whoever has a flashlight, it's not scared. I'm here. You're fine. Just whatever. I'm trying to thinking one of us trying to get food or water, and then she sees our badass Incredibles flashlight just floating by itself, and she's like that, and then she's like, what the fuck? And she goes, hold on, Mickey, hold on, and she's looking at it, I think just like faces her, the light shines at her and just drops and just shuts off. And I was like, nah.
Take my kids, go somewhere else, remove it.
Nah, fuck that.
And then keep the house. Matter of fact, keep the furniture.
Keep everything. There was that one.
You want the food? Keep the food too.
My washer jar, keep it.
My dirty drawers.
Take them, they're fresh. But there was that one, and then my youngest brother, he's like 12 now, but when he was about like 4 or 5, we would always see him like he's playing with the gentleman kid. Like, what do you mean gentleman kid? He's, yeah. So we looked up a picture, like old people from like 20s and 30s. Oof. And he goes, yeah, like he looks like that. He dresses like that, like a little paper boy. You would see in a little like burlap sack type clothing and everything. He's playing with them. He's like, oh, all right, that's weird. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, so he's like, you gonna play with the gentleman kid? He's running. Yeah, we're gonna play with the gentleman kid. I was like, the fuck? We didn't think much of it. So months passed by and everything, and then we just go on and everything, and then he comes running and crying from his room. And he goes, the gentleman kid, he wants to kill me. And we're like, what the fuck was that? What do you mean? And we go up there, we find one of the knives and his toys. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck and everything. And then I guess a lot harder one was my youngest sister, my youngest brother and sister. They never seen my grandpa on my mom's side. He just passed away before he could. And we have a little memorial thing to him in a little like case. Oh. No, it's at home, like a little pamphlet and everything of his funeral, and like pictures of him and everything. We have him set up and everything. But they see pictures, they go, pictures, don't think much of it. And they're both playing with their toys, and they're talking to somebody, like talking to the gentleman kid, like, no, talking to Grandpa Gesso. Like, how the hell do you know that name? Because we just call him Grandpa Gesso, he eat everything with cheese. And like, what do you mean? Like, what does it look like? And then they pull the picture, like that. And you're just like, what the hell? Like, you never met him, you never know the name and anything. You just know what he looks like, and he's just playing with you guys. You're like, what the fuck? So, like,
when kids do it, no, man.
No, when kids do it?
When kids do it, no.
What's that thing to say? Kids are innocent, so they can see things we can't see, but then they lose their innocence. So it's like,
is that like losing innocence?
Apparently, that's what it is. That's what, like, apparently, the theory is that the reason why sometimes babies cry at night is because they'll see something they don't like and they don't know and they're afraid of.
Oh.
Supposedly, right?
That's like a fear I hope I never could deal with, is like sleep paralysis demons. Oh, I hate when I deal with that, dude. Because it's just, you're mildly paralyzed, you're temporarily paralyzed, and because your body's freaking out, your brain's like, you're paralyzed, do something. It brings out your worst fears and you think you see something. And like, I can't. The horror stories that people like talking how they see the paralyzed demon, and it still fucks with them because they look at something and say, nah, I don't fuck with that.
You're on your phone at night, turn it off, you think you see something.
Yeah, right? Like,
that's kind of how I am with like horror movies. If I see a horror movie and it really gets me, I'm like, all right, cool. Well, let me try to watch something funny before I go to sleep and start having nightmares.
That's how I used to be too.
I go on Reddit. There's a subreddit called Eye Bleach. Oh, that helps me out a lot. It's like cute animals or cute shit and everything. It's fucking great. I'll watch something like horrifically terrifying and I'll go down like, oh, that's good, and then I'll go to sleep or whatever.
Pony.
No, but paranormal shit like that scares me because there's no real way to defend yourself rather than just kind of run away.
I mean, you can hire a priest, but even then, apparently, priests are like, "Oh, well, we need evidence. We need show us.
Yeah.
It's like, my sister's over here saying some Latin language and breaking a hat, but all right.
Your fucking AC kicked in. Your light flickered, dude. My heart dropped. I was like, oh no.
It's beginning.
I conjured it up.
You conjured up the tall grass monster.
Damn it, dude. Nah. Fuck that, man. I'm a very fearful person sometimes.
I'll try not to be, but there's always something.
I scare easily, but I love scaring myself at the same time because like there's also that adrenaline rush.
Halloween must be.
Yeah, sometimes I've never been in a haunted house, but I want to go. But I feel like I'll be like my mom because my mom and dad went on a date one time and she peed herself because she got scared.
Oh.
So it's fucking good. So I think I'm gonna be like that because there'll be times I'll be working whatever. I'm like, oh, I had to pee. Like it'll just spark up. Like I won't feel it or anything. It just comes like I have to hold it real quick because it's like, oh shit.
God,
like, oh, here it comes. Like I don't think like I have a bladder issue. I've just always had it. I remember in middle school too. I was like, oh, that's good. And somebody talked and I just stopped. Like, is it weird? Can you just stop peeing on command without like gripping it?
No.
Depending how forceful it is.
Like, really? What do you mean forceful? Like you're pushing it
like,
out?
I mean, like if it's like a harder, like
a full on like Kamehameha blast.
Like a waterfall, you just can't let it. You just can't stop it.
I guess.
But if it's like a little,
because either one, I can just like without touching it, just stop on command. And people, like at middle school, because someone taught something in the restroom, and I stopped, and it always bothered me. Like, you can fucking like stop it, and I'm like, yeah. And I've always wondered, like, is that weird? They
just people don't have that control, but when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah. I guess I'll stop and I'll plug it myself, whatever. It's like without touching it. It's like, I don't have to go anymore, and then I can just let go and it'll go away.
That's weird.
What is that weird? Is that weird?
Retract your pee. Go back.
Go.
Get out of there.
I don't like retracting pee. I think it's just like I don't know. It feels like flexing the penis muscle, and it just causes that stream to stop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does that mean Ethan's pull-out game is strong?
I don't have a kid yet, so I hope so. Shit.
No kids.
No kids.
Not yet.
So speaking, do you know who Bryce Dallas Howard is?
Bryce Dallas Howard.
She was in the first two like Jurassic Park, the Jurassic World movies. That redheaded lady.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes. Well, I had read a thing too, like how she's like directing, or she's coming to do directing stuff, and her dad is actually a really famous director, Ron Howard.
Ooh.
I didn't know that. Now it makes sense because they're both redheaded and everything. But there was a comparison to how she started off in the first Jurassic World movie. I was like, oh wow, okay, cool. And of course, and then she had kids, and then she like got hella thick, and it scared me as shit. Like, here, watch. That's like her, like normal acting and everything.
Oof.
And then she had like 1 or 2 kids.
Oh my.
She changed. Wow.
Yeah, like she completely changed a whole different person. I was like, whoa, and I told Scott at work, I was like, yeah, like women hormones, they go crazy whenever you have a kid and everything. I go, nah, you fucking lying. And I was like, yeah, like everyone, they have like the pear-shaped body or they just pump up whatever, just the hormones and everything. I'm thinking, women's bodies are fun and weird at the same time. Like, they do a lot of crazy shit, dude. Like, AJ is telling me too, like, I didn't know this. You can just full on remove your uterus. Just remove it so you don't get pregnant. I know that you can, like, tie your tubes so you don't get pregnant.
Yeah.
Or birth control, whatever. And then, like, there's one where they put, like, aluminum birth control where the aluminum, it drives away semen. Like, semen just say it's terrified of aluminum.
Get out of here.
Pretty much, yeah.
Man,
But
it sucks because then that means we can't do shit. All we can do is just.
Lesson.
I mean, if
males are less
vasectomy-
significant.
you can get a vasectomy.
I don't know. Mr. Garrison did that. He did not go so well.
Is it Garrison?
Mr. Garrison, you know from South Park?
Oh my god. I'm like, dude, Mr. Garrison at work? Like, no.
But if there was. Oh.
Oh,
But what
God.
about, that one guy, girl, in Group 1.
Mm.
You know, the guy that's...
Okay.
Someone told me...
It's like a really quick... I have no way to approach this, but okay, yeah. Adeline, she's real cool, though. She fucking... on the daily, like, comes up with the weirdest fucking questions that really, like mind boggles you kind of shit. Like, one thing is, it's canon in Pokemon that they kill and eat Pokemon. Because Farfetch that's why he has that leak, because he was such a delicacy, he was almost like near extinction. So it's like, in your own world, which one do you think is the best tasting Pokemon?
Oh god.
And like,
it just makes you think like, huh?
Like, what the fuck is it? Like, I say Miltank because it's a fucking cow, or Tauros because it's a bull. That's just beef right there.
Okay.
But I'm thinking like, what the hell does a Gyarados taste like?
Fish.
Right? But what about the Dratini? Because that's a dragon.
Ooh.
Right? Like Dratini or Dragonite.
Mystical meat.
Like, right? Does it taste better? Does it taste better the more rare they are and legendary?
There's a god Pokemon.
Exactly. Like Arceus. Exactly. Like,
What does Mew taste like?
Okay, yeah, but they're both
Candy.
technically God. Can you kill them though? If they're technically God?
You can capture them and use them.
You can capture, yeah. Enslave them, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh god.
The
But,
tables have turned.
Exactly. It was questions like that, or like a Minotaur. It's half man, half bull, whatever. If you were to kill and eat it, would it be you're eating a bull or be cannibalistic?
Depends on which side you eat.
Well, the Minotaur is not like a human with a bull head, isn't it?
I thought it was
No, yeah, no.
human top.
No, isn't a Minotaur basically like
No, you're thinking Centaur.
Centaur?
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
Centaur's with a
that's
horse
Centaur.
bottom. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Minotaur, where it's the human body and then it's a bull's head or whatever kind of thing.
I think you're eating a human.
Like human at that point, cannibalistic, right?
But they got the calves. The weird like horse shoe things or whatever.
Like the hooves and everything.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
Adventure Time that moose.
That deer, that was a
that
creepy
deer, that's
episode,
creepy.
dude.
That was a creepy episode. I
Like,
never forgot about that. I was like, oh, dude. That's
I've
weird.
watched like Adventure Time in the fullest like 3 times. I love Adventure Time to death, and that
It goes-
fucking episode
It
trips
goes
me
deep
out.
sometimes.
It
like,
goes deep.
Like when you really pay attention, you're growing. You understand. Like you're trying to understand. You're like, oh, dang, dude, scare the hell out of my kids one day or something. You know?
Like to be on topic, the episode where he was afraid of the water. Ah, I'm not afraid of you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, when Finn was terrified of the ocean, and he had
Ocean turned into like a monster.
the Fear Feaster came out of his belly button and everything. Yeah, dude. But no, they've
They had a lot of dark moments like that.
they had a lot of dark ones.
Like the one where apparently it was his birthday, and then like Jake decides to like do like a creepy murder mystery type of thing.
Yeah, and that random blue ghost comes out. Yeah, just out of nowhere, just terrifies the shit out of him. He's like, "Oh shit, that actually really happened." And
Like
just,
what was that? Nothing.
like, I guess
And these
I guess
kids-
I'll forget about it.
These kids are just like, that was funny. I'm
Yeah.
over here like, damn,
Oh,
hold
what the
on.
fuck?
Hold
Or
on,
like,
when,
hold on.
when Tree Trunks eats like that crystal apple,
The
and then she
crystal
just-
apple, and she's gone for like a full on season.
and then you hear like the
Yeah, the demonic homes.
That's
I
what I'm
was like,
saying. They're just like, kids are like, whatever.
Like,
I'm
what the
over
fuck?
here like, damn,
and
hold
then
on.
it really like switched up.
Stuff.
It switched up the seriousness of it when it was a Christmas episode. They find Ice King's suitcase of videos, and it's just the embarrassing videos. And Finn and Jake think, oh, we're gonna find some good dirt on him to where we'll find his weakness or whatever,
Origin stories.
whatever. And Ice King's trying to get at him. He's trying to like put as much snow to get him out. And the last video they find is when he was Simon, and it just out of the blue puts his backstory of how he found this crown, how he lost his
and
fiance.
Marceline.
Yeah, and the whole Marceline story with him where he's
He's losing his mind.
losing his mind, trying to take care of the little girl while she's just trying to find her
That's deep.
mom. Yeah,
It's
dude.
deep, it's deep,
Have y'all seen like the Distant Lands, the spin-off series?
No.
This is nice.
It's
I've seen Obsidian.
Yeah, okay, that one's it. Yeah, that one got deep. A girlfriend and I watched it. We cried. It cut deep because it goes way more into Marceline's story, where basically you find out how her mom dies, and her mom pushes Marceline away to protect her, because her mom was like having like I could say like leukemia or cancer, or she's coughing up blood, and they're traveling from where they were to get to some kind of safe bunker, And they get to a gas station, and the mom's like, "Alright, cool. I can fix this motorcycle. We'll be there like 10 minutes flat or whatever." And then it's like, "Oh shit, this one thing is breaking. This is gonna take months to fix." And Marceline is pushing out her demon powers, and it's like her mom's freaking out, like, "Oh crap," and everything. So Marceline is already having these inner fight, like, "I'm a monster. My mom doesn't want me," or whatever. And then her mom is like, "I can't show how worried I am just to protect her and everything." And so the mom goes, "No, Marcia, just go. Follow this map and just keep going. I'll meet you there." And they kind of getting mad at her. And then so Marceline walks off on her own, gets to the bunker, and she's in the bunker for like a lifetime pretty much, and her mom never comes. And so like she spends her entire life from them. And she's like thousands of years old at this point. So she goes back to that same bunker to help out the current situation. So she needs like deep inspiration to help her make another song that can push back the lizard thing. It's weird to explain that part, but when she gets back there, she goes, "There's this red light on this machine that always kept bothering me. I never understood it." And so she like puts her elbow down. She goes, "Huh," and it's a play button. Her mom had sent a message way back, hoping that Marceline would get there. So for thousands of years, that red beacon light was saying, "You have a recorded message for you to listen to." And Marceline never knew that. And so it was her mom with her last words and her dying breath saying, like, "You're a big girl, like, I love you and everything. You can handle this world, like, you're not a monster and everything." And so Marceline had this thing in her head for her entire life of like her mom just gave up on her and ran away and never wanted to see her.
This isn't Cartoon Network?
This is on HBO Max.
I was about to say, damn, dude, this is not for kids.
No, dude,
bro.
no, hell no. Even regular Cartoon Network show was not for kids.
I was like, dude, oh my god.
But like,
I think there was a couple of things that like the Cartoon Network had like stuff. They were like, I don't know if we could show this, but you know what? They might like it. Like apparently, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Did I love Courage the Cowardly Dog?
It's great.
But there's apparently some people who are like, "No, it's creepy, it's scary," and I was like, "No, it's not."
Like fucking now, like cancel culture is going after their shows now. Like you remember the episode of SpongeBob where they're trying to get Mr. Krabs to feel young again, so they go on a panty raid.
They canceled that show.
It's on the Paramount Plus. You can't find that anymore. They took that whole episode, that one and some other ones, but there's like these episodes that didn't mean anything.
Now, Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, I would say too, like you want to go on a panty raid, not knowing what the fuck that is. And I now know what it is. Like, oh yeah, of course, whatever. But like, kids don't know what that is. It's an adult joke.
They'll never know.
I thought it was funny because it turns out that they went to his mom's
house.
He's like, "Yeah, I got it. What do you do in my drawer, son?"
Where sniffing and running away. Yeah, but if you get the chance, like watch both episodes of the Adventure Time Distant Lands, because the first one's it's BMO's story. And somehow beam on there, Jesus Christ, it's fucking flickering light, dude.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's just me. But yeah, it talks about BMO. They're hour-long episodes, but they go by so quick.
Yeah, but it's entertaining.
It
sounds like it is.
It really is entertaining, and it's like an update to the graphics and how the animation is. But they still kept the same animation to where every normal episode, like 12 minutes per episode, take 9 months to draw out. Yeah, to make, because they would get it sent to some company in Japan, and they would draw each still, and they just send it back and forth between I think it was Federator Studios. No, not Federator.
Federation?
Was it Federation? It's Federator, but I know Federator does. It's like Fairy Odd Parents, a bunch of other cartoons. But yeah. But
man, you know what I miss? I miss Ed and Eddie. How they had the OG style of how to like do the whole like animation. You know?
Yeah.
They actually had like the whole storyboard. They had to draw it out.
Yeah.
And then I miss shit like that, bro.
Ed and Eddie, and then Samurai Jack was a good one I would watch. And they brought that back. It was rated R when they brought it back too.
Oh, they did. It was good.
That was really good. It was done well on that one.
First time you see blood. Spoilers.
Yeah, pretty much. But then there's a game for it too. The game's pretty like rated R-ish and everything. And they like revived Powerpuff Girls like 4 times already. And they're
doing a real life show.
Are they doing a real life? Live action?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Live action Powerpuff Girls.
Man, you know what?
And they're grown too, so I kind of like, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Really?
Question is,
like Powerpuff Girls with tits. I'm like, oh, dude, I don't know if that's gonna work.
It's simple. They're gonna create all the Sims out there, bro. They're gonna make it into thoughts.
Speaking of Sim, girlfriend I had saw King Kong vs. Godzilla, King Kong is just a fucking simp. In all his iterations, he's risked his life and defended everything for this one blonde girl in the old movies, and now he devotes his entire life to this sign language girl. And like she tells him too, like you gotta like put your anger aside to go fight with Godzilla, to fight Mechagodzilla. Spoilers. And like
that shit was bad.
And he said it too. He's like, he yells, like fuck. Okay, man. It's like whatever, Queen. He goes off and simp.
So wait, hold on. So that's the case. Doesn't that mean he's technically a pedophile?
Oh my!
Is it? No, I wouldn't go that far.
It's a kid, bro.
I think he just praises her, like, yes, my queen. But I don't know. Like, I think he's just a simp for it. He just.
It's no wonder Godzilla didn't like him. It was like, hey, yo, you a simp, bro? Man, get the fuck out of here.
She's my queen, and like, it's an argument of like, oh, she's a thought. That one. That's literally what it is. Fucking, it's a good movie though. I like it. I really enjoyed it. Have you seen it, Mario?
I haven't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine because Joseph
spoiled
the whole time. He keeps on arguing that Godzilla's arms got longer.
Oh, did
it?
Did it?
No, if you watch the old ones, they say that his arms are short.
I mean, they look the same size, but I haven't seen
Godzilla's arms are apparently longer, and he can throw punches and stuff.
I mean, if we're being honest, I feel sometimes like depending on each scene, the scale is different, but I still like it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like,
I was
for them being on the ship,
salty that he lost.
I want to know how big those ships are, bro. I actually want to do like.
That's true, because it's one of like skyscrapers. Oh, King Kong. Well, they were climbing and everything. Skyscrapers were tall enough.
Right. They weren't too tall, but not too short. But I'm like, I don't know. There's like I think the whole Mechagodzilla is what like threw off the scaling because that thing was huge. That thing was like,
Well, I know they confirmed too. Like King Kong was small as shit in Skull Island.
Apparently, he was growing.
Yeah, he was like a baby at that time because it was like during the Vietnam War, so the 70s. Yeah, it was in the 70s. So he grew up, and I guess that makes sense. I guess where if Godzilla arms got longer, he just matured more.
People, you should hear Joseph rant about it. That's some bullshit. Godzilla's already grown.
I mean,
diehard King Kong fan.
I guess it makes sense, but this is a good ass King Kong movie, though.
You know what's funny is that when I go take my sister to watch that movie in 4D, we were like in the early I guess an early part before they showed the credits, and there was the cast of the whole movie, and they're like, "Who do you think's gonna win?" I put my money on King Kong. Yeah, I put money on King Kong. So it showed like 56% for King Kong and the other for Godzilla. And I was like, ooh. Spoilers, by the way. He did not win.
Yeah, right. Godzilla technically won.
He won 2 times, and King Kong won once, technically, in the city. Like, before he got, like, his ass beat down, like, got crushed on.
Yeah, I remember
that part with the axe, that's technically considered a win.
I get, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's like three rounds.
I liked it, but I feel like that whole, like, second world, I mean, it makes sense and everything, but just the way they went through it, I feel like that was kind of out of place. Like, they went through, like, a whole portal and everything.
Felt like the Lego movie. You ever seen the Lego movie?
Yeah.
When Emmett goes through the tubes, like, yeah.
It felt like that, but then it was cool. It made it seem like it was a Universal Studios like ride and everything. I was like, alright, cool. It could be a roller coaster for some stories, and I'll get on it. But I don't know. It just felt weird. I would understand like Godzilla burned a hole through the ground to get to Hollow Earth, but how do you have to go through a dimension portal to get to it on one side, but Godzilla can just breathe a hole?
Plot convenience.
Yeah, that's it. Oh wow, it's got a good hour. All right, any closing statements you want to say or anything?
For any of our coworkers listening, I just want you to know that I love y'all. You know, keep good vibes.
CSAT represent.
Yeah,
we fucking hated working there.
We all hated working there, but we love.
To be fair, I mean, Apple is the culprit. CSAT is merely the bitch.
They're just bending over for Apple. I mean,
they bend the knee for Apple.
We talk a lot of shit on it, but it's like that's not a place that really could give us money and jobs through the pandemic. AC. There's no AC. That's
no fucking AC.
No fucking AC.
No AC. No raises.
No water.
That is, bro. Yes.
I get so mad that I can't drink water.
I hate the fact that whenever they built that new like gate that surrounds the water fountain, now we can't drink it. But I'm like, It was right there. You don't need to go through some method to be like, oh yes, I need to drink water. Aisha, did you clock out?
I'm watching you and you. I ain't clocking out for no water. Get out my face.
God damn it, dude. I don't understand it, too. You got to go to the back restroom for the water fountain where they come swinging a door like 50 miles an hour.
No, I don't drink water. I'm talking about the one you go all the way upstairs and then you get
the water cooler?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's a mile hike from where I'm at.
It's an adventure. It's a quest.
It's a quest for water.
See, that's like stuff like what? It's basics stuff now, but growing up kind of poor, like that's the life of luxury. Like for me, I've always thought like living in a 2-story house, you're the richest you could ever be.
Right.
Like, oh shit, that, or like have those fridges that have the water in there already. I've always wanted that. I had one in one house I lived. I love the shit out of it, and I can't live without it now because they ruined it for me. So, all right, so that sorry for another tangent and everything.
No, you're fine.
Any more closing statements then?
Come on, Martin. Anything you have to say before it ends?
Yeah, for any names I mentioned, I love you guys. I love Seaside. At least the people there.
The people,
Jesus Christ, I think he's scaring me.
That Febreze didn't get you. The fucking lights get me. But is there anything that people can like follow you with or want? They want to plug your own things or anything?
I mean, if they want to.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna put in your Instagram because you got a lot of good drawings and stuff. You get your own little, how you gonna say, like a business with drawing stuff and everything.
You know, if we're gonna start a business, I'm gonna start it after I get a house. Once I'm all settled down and situated. As of right now, in my apartments,
just for fun.
I don't have any space to do this stuff. You know, I want to go full out, bro. But for now, I'm just doing it for fun. I'm doing it for hobbies. But hey, you know, look at this. And maybe in the future, if I'm ready to go, shoot me up.
All right.
We'll proceed from there.
How about you, Mario? Anything?
I'm actually thinking about doing like comedy stand-up. And I really want to give it a shot. I want to do my own routine, see how it goes. But I need to get my shot in a little club first to see how the reaction is. If it's good, I'll shoot an invite. But if it's not, then I'm lost.
He's going to be the next Gabriel Iglesias.
Imagine. Thicky is in there.
Dude, really?
I was like...
I've actually have a little yellow book of jokes because I've been trying to do stand-up for about 2 years now.
Really?
I was good about to start doing it in January last year in 2020. The house blew up thanks to the Once and Off company.
Shit happens, yeah.
And then the pandemic hit and all stand-up
I know,
just
the
stopped.
explosion, the pandemic, winter.
The hack and everything.
The hack, yeah.
At work, dude, it stalled everything. But I have
jokes not getting paid, bro. I was like, oh.
Well, I read the book to work, and I'll write jokes in there, and I'll like run with the routine, and I'll record myself. I'll time myself, try at least 5, because when you do a set, you have to do a certain time, so you got to like time the jokes, time how you want to do it, and then have your closing statement and everything. All right, cool, that's my time and everything. And then you do that, and I'll listen to myself, and I'll see what makes it better and whatnot, and I'll play with that a lot of times. But there's 2 places I do want to start my stand-up at. One is the Comedy Improv on I-10 next to the Regal Theater.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Yeah, every Tuesday night is open mic night. I don't know if they're doing it yet because the pandemic's still going on and everything.
Yeah.
But another one's Axelrad. Every Monday at 8, they have, it's like a little cool outdoor bar downtown. And like every Saturday, River's going to do his music because he performs, he's raps and everything. Oh, they're cool. I'm going to try it out, see how you can do stand-up over there too.
That's pretty good. Yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, everyone should do what they love and what they like. If it's not hurting nobody, go for it. I know we live in times where like a certain thing you might like, certain thing you might do, it's not like with the popular crowd, but why should you care about other people's opinion? If they're not like your loved ones and really like friends that you can consider family, dude, like ignore the opinions. Keep the good ones, keep the good opinions, but
at a certain point, I think it would be like constructive criticism as well too.
Right, yeah. Make sure you have those that tell you, hey, listen, I like what you're doing, but change this and that. You know, good things. But if you're listening to people like, man, fuck you, why are you doing this shit? Like, be like everyone else. No. Be you.
Yeah.
Be Ethan. Be Mario.
Yeah.
Be Mauricio.
That's that great knowledge wizard you got going on again.
Oh yeah, that's that Naruto fucking knowledge. You haven't seen Naruto supporting it, right?
No, I'm still. We haven't started season 6 yet because I can't watch Naruto without my girlfriend. that's the role now because she's super,
I would say
super
this,
into
bro.
it.
For me, hands down, everything about it is great except for some of the filler, but that's a different story.
I enjoy some of the fillers.
Some of the fillers are good. Some of them are like, all right, let's get to the point of it. But for me, Homeboy Pain, I love the shit.
I haven't got to him yet. I know about him because I see my brother play the Ninja Storm games.
Oh,
I
dude.
vaguely know his story, but I'm really like setting myself up to watch it because I'm really, really into Naruto now.
It's so fucking good, bro.
All right. Anything else? That's it.
That'll be it for me.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you guys for joining this, doing this with me. So, thank you for everyone who's listening. And then we're gonna start more episodes more frequently now, and just watch out for our stuff and everything. And I'll keep in touch with you about your stand up and when you're gonna start, and whenever you do your artwork and everything.
Oh, yeah, dude.
All right.
For the future.
Alrighty.
All right. Cool. Now cue the awesome music.